Hello everyone, this is the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for May 18th. Make sure that we all continue to pray for the families of those who have loved ones who were martyred on Easter in Sri Lanka. These men and women that I'll be reading about today offered the ultimate sacrifice. They offered the blood of their bodies, and they offered their bodies for the sacrifice for the church, for the love of the church, for the love of Christ, and ultimately for the love of us, because as the blood of martyrs flows, so grows the church. So, after saying all that, with all that being said, let us begin. At Camerino, the holy martyr Venantius, who at 15, this kid was 15 years old, with 10 others, ended a glorious combat by being beheaded under the Emperor Decius and the governor Antiochus. In Egypt, Saint Dioscorus, a lector, who was subjected by the governor to many various torments, such as the tearing off of his nails and the burning of his sides with torches. But a light from heaven, having prostrated the executioners, the saint finally consummated his martyrdom by having red-hot metal applied to his body. At Spoleto, Saint Felix, a bishop, who obtained the palm of martyrdom under the Emperor Maximian. In Egypt, Saint Potumon, bishop, a confessor under Maximian Galerius. Maximian, you were a busy guy. And afterwards a martyr under the Emperor Constantius and the Arian governor Pelagrius, which you've heard his name many times before. At Ancyra, in Galatia, the martyrs Theodotus and the saintly virgins Thekusa, his aunt Alexandra, Claudia, Faina, Euphrasia, and Matrona, and Hulita. They were at first taken to a place of debauch. I'm sure we're all aware what that is. But the power of God, having preserved them from evil, so nothing happened. They had stones tied to their necks and were plunged into a lake for gathering their remains and burying them honorably, which means Theodotus pulled them out of the lake and buried them. For doing that act, Theodotus was arrested by the governor, and after being horribly lacerated, that means he was cut to death, he was finally put to the sword and thus received the crown of martyrdom. At Uppsala in Sweden, St. Eric, king and martyr, and finally at Rome, St. Felix, confessor of the Order of Capuchin Minorities, celebrated for his evangelical simplicity and charity, he was inscribed on the roll of saints by the sovereign pontiff, Pope Clement XI. Remember, each one of these men and women who not only gave their lives, but they were tortured and then murdered by the likes of Maximilian Galerius and Diocletian and Nero. Remember these men and women and love them as God loves them. Pray for them, and I'm sure they are praying for each and every one of us. Everyone, thank you for listening, and God bless you. Have a wonderful day.